Hey everybody, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. And today we have yet another Walmart wax haul because I couldn't contain myself and I had to go and see if I could find like some of the fall winter scents. And I did find a few, not very many. Most of them are like, I think, returning ones. Still hunting for some of the new ones. It is what it is. Really quick, if you need Scentsy or have any questions about home fragrance or our products, from Scentsy, I will leave my description, my description. I will leave my website and email in the description box below. But this video will be focused more on Walmart wax, or exclusively on Walmart wax. So that's Better Homes and Gardens, Sensationals, and I think I have one or two Mainstays ones. So let's dive right in. Some of these are repeats from my last haul that I just found more of and went bonkers and stocked up on. So, got a couple value packs of honeysuckle nectar. This is a beautiful, fragrant honeysuckle scent. It's not super light, it's not super heavy. It's definitely honeysuckle. And this reminds me of what I kind of wanted. There's like almost like a dewy note to it. It's nice, and these were on clearance, so I think I got them for like $1.50 as opposed to like $3.50. So steal of a deal. I picked up a couple. I like honeysuckle scents, so excuse me. So that's why I picked that one up. Then I picked up some more of Perfect Day. This reminds me, like I mentioned in the other video, it's very similar to our Mother's Day scent picked for you. Is it an exact dupe? I don't know if I'd go that far, but it's very much in the same vein. I'm actually going to be warming these a little bit later today to compare, but on cold, it's very similar in scent note, to me at least. You might think something else. All right, I got 3 of Sensationals limited edition Autumn Air. This is described as its sweater weather. It's like a sweet fall crisp clean air scent, and with like apples. So if you think what is that one? Autumn Road Trip, I think, that we have that's in their new collection, or like First Day of Fall, where it's like sweet fresh air, like apples, maybe a hint of like leaves. Not super leaf heavy, so if you're not like a big leaf musk sort of person, earthy person, this would be a great scent for you. It's a fresh, sweet, fruity sort of like scent to me. I don't know, I love this one a lot. I picked up a couple bars of it. Very happy about that. I also found where is it? Not that one. Nope, not that one either. Found Pumpkin Marshmallow Cream. This is from Sensationals. It's a marshmallow world. It's like pumpkin and marshmallows. And maybe a hint of spice in there. But it's mostly pumpkin and marshmallow. Like just straight up pumpkin and marshmallow. Maybe like a hint of like a spice in the back, like I said. But if you're missing something like Scentsy's Pumpkin Marshmallow, this, I'm assuming, would be pretty darn close, and I love it. So try finding one of those. Next, I found one of the new releases for the fall, Pumpkin Cider from Sensationals. Oh, you smell the cider note, the cider spices. It's so good. And you smell the pumpkin. It's not like obsessively like heavy, like baked pumpkin. It is like a pumpkin cider. And it smells pretty spot on to a pumpkin cider. Oh, that is so good. It smells like a cider. It's not just like, oh, we're a cider sort of scent that doesn't actually have a cider sort of tone to it. This is quite nice. I'm hoping it will perform really well. I also picked up Pumpkin Apple Muffins that are described as blissful. All right, so you get the bakery scent. Oh my gosh, can't get it out of the clamshell. You get pumpkin, for sure. You get an apple. It's definitely a baked apple. It smells really good. The bakery note is there, like a bready sort of note. It's not super overpowering. It's like a nicely balanced scent between like a bakery note, apple, and like a warm pumpkin. Yeah, it's not super bakery, which I appreciate because at least not to me, it doesn't smell super bakery, but there's enough of a tone to it where it's like, okay, it's like a bakery vibe without being hyper bakery. Anyways, it smells really good. I got it because I want to try it. Because you know me, I like to try all sorts of things. Then we have this one. This one I saw and I first loved it because it was like a galaxy picture. It's called Celestial. It's from Sensationals and it's described as out of this world. Very helpful. This is like a masculine sort of scent. I almost get a hint of like a tree note in there, like a green tree note, like a fir or something, or balsam. It's in the back of it though. It's not like super heavy. It's definitely a more masculine cologne-y woods note scent, but it's also very fresh. It kind of reminds me of something. Gosh. What scent does it remind me of from Scentsy? It kind of... It smells kind of like one of our green tree noted scents, but not like one of them that's specifically a spruce or a fir or pine. It's like one that has like notes of it in there, but it's in our fresh category. I don't know. It smells really good though. It's definitely, I'm curious to warm. I don't think I'm going to warm it right away. It smells like it would be better more like a late fall scent, but who knows. Then I picked up a bunch of Lavender Lemonade because I found this there. And this is yummy. I've heard a lot of people rave about this one. This is from Better Homes and Gardens. You get the lavender, you get the sweet lemonade. It kind of reminds me like if you put a nice lavender into Squeeze the Day, but Squeeze the Day wasn't so in your face. Because I feel like, I don't know, I tried Squeeze the Day. You'll see it in one of my warming feedback videos. I was not all about that hype. It was okay, it just didn't do anything for me. And when like the lemon note of it kind of fizzled out later in the day, it was like this weird like sponge sugar sort of note to it that just was like, nah. But this is like this almost smells like a more fresh squeezed lemon to me than Squeeze the Day does. Squeeze the Day, there's something off about it. And it doesn't smell like super pungent lemon in your face, because sometimes lemon tang can be like, whoo! That one is really good. That one I might warm this week. All right, then we had Smoked Caramel Fireside from Better Homes and Gardens. And this is you definitely get smokiness. You definitely get the caramel. It kind of reminds me of, what is it, toasted marshmallow? Yeah, but I don't feel like I get as much of like a marshmallow note in this. This is more like the caramel. I wonder if this smells similar to our new scent Around the Campfire. I don't have the other one next to me. This kind of reminds me of like a cross between Bonfire Beach and Toasted Marshmallow, but without so much marshmallow. or sea air. So it's like the smokiness of Bonfire Beach, and then the toastedness, the caramel note of toasted marshmallow without like the marshmallow part. Yeah, that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's definitely a campy, a woodsy, smoky sort of scent with caramel. I don't know if I'm gonna like that because I'm not a huge caramel person, in fragrance at least. Farm Apple Pumpkin, Better Homes and Gardens. This smells like pumpkins and apples, and like the picture, it's kind of funny. The picture, I don't know if it's just because I see the picture here, but it's like this, it's like apple cider, fresh apple cider being served in a giant like pumpkin. And that's kind of what I smell like. I smell like an apple cider, but I also get a pumpkin note in here, which is really interesting. I'm like, did you plan this based on the picture? Like, how did you? Yeah, it's like apple pumpkin cider to me. Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna like that one. See, it's interesting. I'm usually not like a pure pumpkin scent person, but when it's like pumpkin marshmallow or pumpkin apple or, you know, something like mixed, I tend to like it a lot. Twilight Leaves. This is a new one, I think, from Sensationals. It's described as woodland berries and amber. There is definitely a sweet berry note. Oh. Ooh. I get an amber, but I also get like something really off-putting. Because usually like berries and amber isn't like a... There's got like, I bet it's like the leaf note or something in here that there's like an earthy dirt note that just doesn't sit well with the berries and this, for me, the berries and whatever the leaf dirt note thing is, it just something in there isn't working for me. So hopefully that'll resolve when it's warmed, but I have a feeling that I'm not gonna like that one. Cinnamon apples is easy as pie. It's bakery cinnamon and apples. Sweet apples. There's like nothing else to that. It's literally just cinnamon and apples. It smells good. Sensationals. If you want a sweet cinnamon apple scent, that's your thing. Sensational cinnamon buns. Yeah, this smells just like the icy, as you can see by the color. It's kind of like that icing that you put on like a cinnamon bun. So it's like that sweet, frosting-y kind of icing vibe. And then you have like that sweet bakery cinnamon and like a light dough. Oh, that's good. It smells pretty much how I would like that scent to smell. And I hope it warms just as nice. I got Sensationals warm apple pie. I love going to grandma's. It smells like applesauce to me on the top. Like, it doesn't have a pastry note on the top to me, which is kind of like, ooh. But we have all like the spice on the bottom. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I like the spice combination as much on the bottom. On the top just smells like applesauce, like no spice at all. So I wonder if it's when this blends. It's like the filling to the apple pie, but I don't really smell like a pastry note. Maybe just a hint of like a pastry note in this, but it's mostly like apple pie filling, at least to me, like, and spices. Not a huge winner in my book, at least on cold. It's not winning any awards. All right, Sensationals Marshmallow Crispies. This is a new one. It's described as Sugar Rush, and it's very orange, very citrusy, which is not what I would have expected from a marshmallow crispy. It's like citrus sweet citrus. I don't know if I smell marshmallow specifically. It's almost more like a vanilla note, like vanilla-ish sugar and citrus. I mean, I expected this to be like Rice Krispies and marshmallow, not a orange, sweet orange. It's like a sweet orange confection sort of scent. I guess the picture has like marshmallow Crispies that are multicolored, so I don't know, maybe they use like Fruit Loops or something. Yeah, I don't really smell marshmallow specifically, it's just sweet citrus. So, who knows? I might like that. I'm not generally like a giant citrus fan, so we'll see. I picked up Better Homes and Gardens Key Lime Cheesecake. This smells like... Well, you get the lime for sure. It almost smells like a lime tart to me. More than a cheesecake's. Which I'm fine with because I like tarts, but I mean, I like eating cheesecakes occasionally, but blueberry cheesecake for me from Scentsy it's like a love-hate. There's days where I'm like, oh, this smells pretty good, and then there's moments where I'm just like, ooh, what is this soggy disaster? Yeah, there's lime for sure. I don't know if I would call it a cheesecake on cold. There's like a cream note here. Like a meringue almost. Yeah, but I don't necessarily smell like cheesecake specifically. Who knows? Maybe it'll smell like a cheesecake when I warm it. I picked up a thing of Summer Lovin. This is being discontinued, I think, for the fall-winter because it's a summer scent. This is kind of a citrusy, fruity... Yeah, there's like... It smells like, I don't know, it's one of those tropical fruits, guava or something like that. Or papaya. I think it's guava. And like passion fruit or dragon fruit or something. It's very like sweet, fruity citrus. It's nice. It's kind of forgettable though. I found a bar of Iridescent from Sensationals. This is Spearmint and Vanilla Woods. And you get the vanilla and the woodsy note, and you get a lot of spearmint. It's like, I guess the closest thing this would be, this kind of reminds me of a sweeter version of Frosted White Birch, which is like one of my favorite scents from Scentsy. I don't like this as much as that by far. That one has a more of a well-balanced, complex fragrance. This is more like spearmint and vanilla and like a woodsy note. It's very sweet on this one. The sweet mint. This could kind of be like maybe vanilla mint a little bit from our current catalog. I don't know, I'd have to warm them both and kind of compare. But you get like that vanilla-y note and the spearmint for sure. I don't know if you get wood specifically though, but it's all right. I picked up another bar of Sensational's Rainy Day. This is described as Water Lily and Warm White Musk. And it's very similar to Scentsy's Summer Rain, so if you missed out on that one, this smells very similar to that. Yeah. It almost is like a slightly stronger version of that one. But it reminds me of Summer Rain from Scentsy, and I like that scent. Wild Lavender Linen from both Better Homes and Gardens. Ah! This is basically like lavender cotton from Scentsy, but it's more of like a linen versus a cotton note specifically, just kind of like how we had Windowsill Breeze, which has more of like a linen note rather than like a laundry set note. If I could get this out of the clamshell, that would help too. Why is this impossible today? Yeah, it's just like a softer version of lavender cotton, or like instead of cotton, like I said, where you get that fuzzy cotton note, it's like a linen note, so it's a little bit more subdued and clear. Cotton Candy Cloud from Sensationals. This smells a lot like sugar from Scentsy. Yeah, it's like a mix of like sugar and pink haze, but more on the sugar vein. So if you missed that one at our last Bring Back My Bar, if you can find this one, there's not like the lemon drop note that sugar has. So I don't think I like this as much as I like our sugar, but it does have that like cotton candy sponge sugar sort of note to it. Sensationals Blue Sky. We have Make a Wish. That doesn't tell me anything. This smells like Febreze. It's like Febreze with like a weird weed note to it, a green note. Like if you went to like someone's backyard and like smelled like the grass and dandelions and things. It's like Febreze mixed with dandelions or something. I don't know. It just smells like a backyard. It's forgettable. It smells fine. It's not like checking any boxes of, oh my gosh, I gotta, get more of this. I got a bar of Sensationals Hideaway, Zesty, Tangelo, and Sea Salt. And this is a sea salt citrus scent. It kind of reminds me of, is it By the Sea? Oh, it reminds me of one of our Scentsy scents. Oh, I don't know which one it is. It's gonna drive me nuts. But it's like one of those ones where it's supposed to be like a fresh sea note, but it also has like a citrusy vibe to it. It's nice. It's not like my favorite, but I don't mind it. Sensationals Magic Spell. Fall in Love. I've never smelled this one. It smells like shampoo. This smells like a weird shampoo to me. Like one of those weird, like, I don't know, like herbal essences or Garnier or something, where it's like trying hard to be like this sort of slightly fruity or sweet smell, but then you get like the shampoo scent that you get like if you didn't have a scented shampoo. I don't know, this smells like hair shampoo to me. Sweet hair shampoo, and I'm not particularly like wild about that, which is kind of bummed because I'm like, oh, it's purple and it says Magic Spell, two things that sound cool, but then it's like, I don't know, is there not like a Victoria's Secret scent like Love Spell or something? Maybe that's supposed to be like kind of like that. I don't know what that one smells like. Sensationals Girlfriend Night, Bubbly Berry Bliss. And this is like a sweet, fruity, berries for sure. I don't know if I get bubbly in notes in here. I don't think I get any like sort of fizzy note specifically. It's like sweet fruits. Like strawberry. What is that? Raspberry maybe? I don't know, it's kind of like an indiscernible berry scent to me. Maybe just because I've been smelling so much wax now that every thing just smells like, oh, it's just wax. It doesn't smell bad, but it's like, okay, I don't know what it really smells like aside from sweet berries. I picked up Better Homes and Gardens Apple Crisp Tea. This is, you get apples, you get like a sort of cinnamon stick note, and you get like that, I don't know how they do it, like that weird tea note. So like, you know like how winterberry apple tea has like a tea sort of note to it or something like that? Yeah, you get like the tea. Oh, this is good. This is apples and cinnamon sticks and like a watery tea note. That is really good. It smells like what I expected it to. I like it. And then I picked up, I think 2 more last ones here. I picked up Hazelnut Cream from Mainstays. And it is a creamy hazelnut smell. It kind of reminds me, oh, I forgot I should not pull these out because they just like break the second I move them. It's like a sweet creamy version of like hazelnut frosting. This is more like on the drink note rather than like hazelnut frosting from Scentsy was more like definitely confectionery bakery because of the frosting vibe. This is more of a creamy hazelnut scent. It smells really good. I wonder how it compares in terms of like scent throw once it's warmed. Because I know hazelnut frosting is like a powerhouse. But if you missed hazelnut frosting, this might be like a reasonable substitute from another brand. And it's super cheap. Although I will say they're 6 cubes for like, what is it, $1 or something like that, 93 cents. Is like the equivalent of 3 regular sized wax cubes because they're really thin compared to even like Better Homes and Gardens. So you probably need 2 of these to have 6 cubes worth, like 2 whole clamshells. Anyways, I also picked up from Mainstays Pumpkins and Plums. I think this is a new one this year. I don't know. But I like anything or most things with plum. And you get plums, rich, juicy plums, and you get a pumpkin. Like a fresh pumpkin. That's really yummy. There's almost like a lemony citrus note in there too, I think. Oh, it's so good. I'm just like in a weird plum note. I'm not a huge bakery fruity person, but plums are like something that generally, if there's a plum note in there, I tend to like it. And last but not least in this haul, sorry for prattling on, I have decided to pick up another warmer. This time I picked up a Sensational one. If you saw my last, or if you saw my, I think it's Ambiessence video, I picked up like an iridescent warmer from them to try to see how it compared. And then I found one from Sensationals that is also iridescent. This is called the Marcone. And it's kind of interesting. It kind of reminds me, the shape of it reminds me of our glacial ice warmer from Scentsy, which is our blue like clear glass Edison, really pretty warmer, which I do have, but it's like the same one like that, but instead of being in blue, it's in like an iridescent color. See, like it looks like that ice cube sort of vibe, but it's iridescent. And again, this is an Edison bulb which is a 40-watt bulb, but I figure, and this comes with a little warming tray. Now, interestingly enough, comparing this one to the Ambiessence one that I reviewed earlier, still has the beautiful glass, the iridescent sheen, but the dish is pretty deep. Like, it's a solid, like, Scentsy level dish. It is metal. I would prefer have had this, you know, been like a glass dish. That would have been nice because this is kind of a little bit of an eyesore. But that aside, the dish itself is fairly deep, which is really nice because the Ambiessence one was really pretty, but the dish was like half this depth, and that made me very sad because how much wax you're gonna fit into a narrow dish. So let's plug this in because I am curious. Let's see if it's just gonna instantly turn on. To see what this one's gonna look like. Oh, that's really pretty. I just like iridescent things, so, in glass. So, it is really pretty. This uses what they said in here, the new Edison Ambience bulb, which has a softer glow. So, I assume that it is still a, what is this, 40 watt warmer? Yeah, 40 watt, I can't talk. 40 watt Edison Ambience bulb. So I assume that they have created like a dimmer glowing 40 watt, so it's not quite as bright. It isn't quite as bright as our Scentsy 40 watt bulbs, which is nice. Will it warm the same? Who knows? But I picked it up because it was pretty and it was inexpensive, and it matches my other iridescent ones. like I have the ultraviolet purple one that we have that's like iridescent, and then I have that ambient one I picked up, and then I have this one, and then I have a couple other ones I think that are like have an iridescent sheen to them. Clearly we see a trend here with my selections on warmers. Glass, shiny, sparkly. I mean, what's not to like about all of those things? Oh, even like the Marrakesh one has technically like the pearlized outside. So yeah, I just like myself some sparkly warmers. Now I have heard on that side note, which has nothing to do with this video, that the ceramic warmers tend to encapsulate the heat better than glass warmers do. So if you're struggling with scent throw and you have a lot of glass warmers, try picking up like a ceramic warmer, because they supposedly tend to contain the heat better because of the material. I can't confirm nor deny that. I use mostly glass warmers and have no trouble. I think most of my warmers are glass, not ceramic. But your mileage may vary. So if you're struggling with that when you're melting wax, try it. I hope this video was helpful. That was pretty long. I have no idea how long exactly it was. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button if you did enjoy this. I will be doing more videos and reviews as well in the future. Like I said, I am a Scentsy consultant, but I clearly don't just warm Scentsy. I just like home fragrance. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I will see you in our next video. Bye.